Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we can see that there in on the slide there are some pictures, isn't it? First one is that we have that is this one, and this picture indicates distance education and correspondence courses. Okay, here we have a picture that is correspondence courses, and the next that we have that is the diagram. Okay, so here in this diagram we can observe that distance education distance education covers correspondence education, video education, television sources, internet. So distance education or under distance education we can say য'ত কি থাকিব correspondence education থাকিব, ভিডিও থাকিব, টেলিভিশ্যন থাকিব, ইণ্টাৰনেট থাকিব, মানে ডিষ্টেঞ্চ এডুকেশ্যনৰ ভিতৰত থাকিব correspondence courses or correspondence education. So we can say that correspondence education is a part of distance education. Okay, now so distance education is categorized under different sources, or what we understand regarding the meaning of distance education. We can say that distance education is a kind of education where computer is very important. Okay, because distance means we people will not move towards somewhere to have education. There is a distance. আমি যদি কওঁ যে আমি চন্দ্ৰ অধ্যয়ন কৰিব বিচাৰোঁ, কিন্তু আমি চন্দ্ৰ বিষয় অধ্যয়ন কৰিবলৈ আমি চন্দ্ৰত যাব লাগিব, তেনেকুৱা কোনো কথা নাই। আমি তাত আমাৰ আমাৰ আৰ্থৰ পৰা থাকি হয়নে, in this world by staying in the earth we can study the sun, we can study the moon also, isn't it? So there is a distance হয়নে, চন্দ্ৰৰ পৰা মুনৰ পৰা আমাৰ চান একচুৱেলি আৰ্থৰ মাজত ডিষ্টেঞ্চ এটা আছে। এণ্ড same তেনেকুৱাকৈ in case of distance education you people not need to go to the institution by maintaining distance from the teachers physically distance by actually maintain physical distance from the institution you can have education. That is distance education here. So under computer based training or computer based teaching, what we can have that is CD-ROMs, because these are very important, compact disk, random, okay, memory. So CD-ROM means compact disk, random or read-only memories. Okay, so it is CD-ROMs, read-only memories. And the simulations means where the teacher will teach the students in part by part, like micro teaching. Okay, and the virtual environment means you people will not connect with the teacher, people will not connect your friends physically directly. You can connect with your friends through virtual actually environment. Okay, next is web, because at present if we people are following the pandemic, so in this situation what we need the help of internet, we need the help of virtuality, we need to take help from the web, because education system at present is following only based on some internet ways, some computer ways, is not it? Because we can't move towards the institution. Okay, now next that is web based distance learning, means with the help of web. So web means what? Here web means different types of online e-learning portals, different types of Byju's, we can say an academy, we can say grade up, we can say some actually other YouTube online programs, other online applications. Okay, so different types of online applications are available in the internet at present to provide online education to the students, and that can be considered as distance education. Okay, so now proceed towards the main slide. That's okay. So here, like our previous classes, we need to have a focus question, is not it? So here we will actually learn the chapter of this actual chapter, and under the chapter we will have that one, that is difference between correspondence education and distance education. So আমি জানিব লাগে যে ডিফাৰেন্স correspondence education আৰু distance education মাজত ডিফাৰেন্সনো কি ডিফাৰেন্স আছে, এইটো আজি আমাৰ ক্লাছটো মেইন আৰু মেজৰ পইণ্ট. Okay, or we can say it is focus question, that what is the difference between correspondence education and distance education. And for this question in your examination question will come for 2 marks, 4 marks or 6 marks. Okay, because how many difference you need to write according to the question you have to, is not it? Okay, so we have another diagram here, and that diagram actually denoted the correspondence courses or satellite campuses, or we can say the distance education and correspondence courses. Okay, so distance education means online learning, synchronous learning, as I had already advised you people how we can follow the synchronous learning and what is the meaning of synchronous or asynchronous learning. MWC, multimodal or different types of technological web portals, and blended synchronous. So a little bit I will explain regarding this all. Okay, so first one is asynchronous learning. So asynchronous learning means here the teacher will send some teaching materials to the students, and the students by learning by studying that teaching materials provided by the teacher need to study. Okay, মই তোমালোকক কিছুমান টিচিং মেটেৰিয়েল হোৱাটছএপতে পঠাই দিলোঁ, গুগল ক্লাছৰুমত পঠাই দিলোঁ, বা আমি ক'ব পাৰোঁ যে ক'ৰবাত পঠাই দিলোঁ, আৰু তোমালোকৰ দায়িত্বটো হ'ব কি যে সেইখিনি পঢ়া, and based on that study you need to appear in your examination. That is asynchronous learning. Okay, next, that is synchronous learning. So here synchronous learning means what? Synchronous learning means that the teacher will directly face to face or positively connected with you. For example, here I can actually arrange a Google Meet, or we can arrange some Zoom Meet, or we can some video conference, or we can chat also. Okay, যে মই মাত্ৰ তোমাক টেক্সট এটা কৰিলোঁ হোৱাটছএপত আৰু তুমি লগালগ ৰিপ্লাই দিলা, তুমি চেট লাইভ চাট অনলাইন চাট যিটো চলি থাকিব, ডেট ইজ চিনক্ৰনাছ লাৰ্ণিং. আমি কওঁ ভিডিঅ' কলিঙত তুমি ইফালে চেটিং কৰি আছা, ভিডিঅ' চেটিং আৰু মই ইফালে পৰা কৰি আছোঁ, যে উই পিপল আৰ ডিছকাছিং চামথিং উইথ দ্য হেল্প অফ ভাৰ্চুৱেলিটি, with the help of virtual classroom, with the help of some web portals. When we people are following these types of actually programs, then we can consider it is synchronous learning. বুজি পাইছানে? যেতিয়া আমি তোমাক হোৱাটছএপত টেক্সট কৰি দিম আৰু তুমি লগালগ মোক ৰিপ্লাই দিবা, যেতিয়া আমি এইটো এক্টিভ ইণ্টাৰনেট কানেকশ্যন হৈ থাকিব হোৱাটছএপৰ থ্ৰু দি বা ইনষ্টাগ্ৰামৰ থ্ৰু দি বা ফেচবুকৰ থ্ৰু দি ৰিগাৰ্ডিং এনি টপিক when we people are discussing, বা ভিডিঅ' কনফাৰেন্স হ'ব পাৰে, জুম মিটিং হ'ব পাৰে, গুগল মিট হ'ব পাৰে, চ' ডিফাৰেণ্ট টাইপছ অফ মিটিংছ আৰ এভেইলেবল, জিঅ' মিট হ'ব পাৰে. অ'কে, যিকোনো এটাকে যদি আমি ফ'ল' কৰি আগবাঢ়ি থাকিম, দেট ইজ চিনক্ৰনাছ লাৰ্ণিং. নেক্সট, MWC, মেচিভ অপেন অনলাইন কোৰ্চেছ. এইটো এটা কোৰ্চ হয় য'ত আমি ডিষ্টেঞ্চ এডুকেশ্যন ল'ব পাৰোঁ. অ'কে, নেক্সট, মাল্টি মডেল মিনছ ডিফাৰেণ্ট টাইপছ অফ এপ্লিকেশ্যনছ এভেইলেবল, বাইজুছ we can say. Next, we can some other technical blended learnings already there, जो traditional আৰু online learning দুইটাৰ ওপৰত ফ'কাছ কৰা হয়, blended learning. Okay, so this is an example of or an idea of distance education. Okay, next, here we have a slide. What is distance education? So distance education or distance learning is the education of students who may or not always be physically present at school. So okay, so distance education actually denoted that the students will not able to present or not need to go to the school every day. Okay, they not need to go to the school every day for having education. This is distance education, or we can say the students not need to go to the school. Next, we have next slide, courses that are connected are either hybrid, blended, or 100% whole instruction. So here hybrid means it is quite similar with blended learning. Means কেতিয়াবা মই স্কুললৈ যাম, কেতিয়াবালৈ মই নাযাম, কেতিয়াবা মই অনলাইন ক্লাছৰ এডুকেশ্যন ল'ম, কেতিয়াবা আমি ট্ৰেডিশ্যনেল ছিষ্টেমৰ এডুকেশ্যন ল'ম. Okay, massive open online courses offering large scale interactive participation and open access to the World Wide Web or other network technologies are recent developments in distance education. So at present, different types of web portals are available, and with the help of those web portals or with the help of massive open on access courses or open online courses, we people can have education, that is distance education. A number of other terms, distributed learning, e-learning, online learning are used roughly synchronously with distance education. Okay, so distributed learning means যেতিয়া আমি বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ কিছুমান মাল্টিমিডিয়া টেকনলজি ইউজ কৰিম, এনেকুৱা নহয় বোলে আমি চিংক্ৰনাছ আৰু এচিংক্ৰনাছতে ইউজ কৰি আছোঁ, আমি ব্লেণ্ডেড লাৰ্ণিং ইউজ কৰিম, মুক MWC ইউজ কৰিম, আমি ডিফাৰেণ্ট টাইপছৰ ই লাৰ্ণিং পৰ্টেল, ৱেব পৰ্টেল ইউজ কৰিম, ইউটিউব ইউজ কৰিম, দিট ইজ ডিষ্ট্ৰিবিউটেড লাৰ্ণিং, য'ত বহুত কিবা কিবি মাল্টিমিডিয়া থাকিব, ঠিক আছে। E-learning or online learning, etc., are used roughly synonymously with distance education. So distance education হৈছে এনেকুৱা এক এডুকেশ্যন চিষ্টেম য'ত ষ্টুডেণ্টে নিজে যাব নালাগে, ঘৰত থাকি বা নিজৰ লোকেশ্যনত থাকি ক'ৰবাত একেলগে জব কৰিও বা এংগেজ হৈ এনি প্ৰফেশ্যনত, যেতিয়া with the help of internet connectivities, with the help of MWC, with the help of synchronous, with the help of asynchronous, with the help of actually YouTube, with the help of Byju's, with the help of some other that types of learning programs, with the help of Unacademy, with the help of actually grade up, with the help of your different types of applications, when we will get education, that is distance education. Okay, we have another slide, that is meaning of correspondence courses or correspondence education. So correspondence courses are such courses where for gaining education students may not physically present at school, college and university. It's quite similar with distance education, that if you want to have education you not need to go to the institution. Okay, next, the learner's correspondent is in the school, college or university. We have post earlier. আগতে কি হৈছিলে, পোষ্টৰ জৰিয়তে বস্তু পঠোৱা হৈছিল ষ্টুডেণ্টলৈ, আৰু এট প্ৰেজেণ্ট যিমান টাইপৰ নতুন নতুন টেকনলজি আহিছে, ডিফাৰেণ্ট টাইপছৰ নিউ একচুৱেলি মেথডলজি আহিছে, সেইকাৰণে এতিয়া ষ্টুডেণ্টক পঠিওৱা হয় কি হয়, মেইলৰ থ্ৰুদি পঠোৱা হয়, বা আমি ক'ম যে হোৱাটছআপত PDF এটা দিলে তুমি সেইটো পঢ়ি তুমি এক্সাম দিব লাগে। So at present, as because new methodologies, new technologies will come, actually it's coming, because of that reason students will learn by sitting at their homes through these actually sources. Okay, so correspondence education মানে এনেকুৱা এক education system য'ত টিচাৰ বা আদাৰ অথৰিটিয়ে ষ্টুডেণ্টক কিছুমান টিচিং মেটেৰিয়েলছ প্ৰভাইড কৰিব, maybe through post or maybe through mail or maybe through we can say some other technological medias, so that the students can easily study those teaching materials provided by the teachers or other administrative authorities of that institution where the student actually get admitted. তাৰপাছত ষ্টুডেণ্টে সেইখিনি পঢ়ি এক্সাম দিব লাগে। Okay, next, so here is the difference. Okay, here this picture shows the difference between these two. So first one says that a course from an institution that provides instructional materials. Okay, এটা course হয় য'ত instructional materials provide কৰে. Okay, the interaction between the instructor and student is limited. Here the instructor or student মাজত relation or interaction are very limited, not regular and substantive. Okay, is primarily initiated by the students. It is only, we can say it is, if the students will initiate the meeting with the teacher, then the interaction will proceed possible, but teacher will not directly come to open or actually come to join with people to instruct you. Okay, okay, it is here teaching materials will provided by the institution to the students. Interaction between the instructor and student is limited, not regular and substantive, and is primarily initiated by the students only. Okay, next, correspondence courses are typically self-paced. So yes, here self-paced means according to your comfortable zone, according to your speed, মই কিমান পঢ়িব পাৰোঁ, মই কিমান কাম কৰিব পাৰোঁ, মানে মই কিমান এদিনত কিমান সময় ঘণ্টা সময় দিব পাৰোঁ পঢ়িবৰ কাৰণে। So according to your speed, according to your comfortability, য'ত education দিয়া হয়, that is correspondence education. A correspondence course is not distance education, though correspondence course is a part of distance education, but it is not a distance education, because here only materials will provide, but distance education is completely different. Okay, so distance education uses one of 4 approved technologies, including the internet, to deliver instruction to students who are separated from the instructor and to support regular and substantive instruction. Okay, so distance education is a educational technology যিটো কি হৈছে ইণ্টাৰনেটৰ ওপৰত ফ'কাছ কৰে ফ'কাছ হেজ বি গিভেন অন ইণ্টাৰনেট অ'কে ষ্টুডেণ্ট হু আৰ ছেপাৰেটেড ফ্ৰম দ্য ইনষ্ট্ৰাক্টৰ এণ্ড ছাপৰ্ট ইয়াত কি হয় যিখিনি ষ্টুডেণ্ট টিচাৰৰ পৰা ছেপাৰেট হৈ থাকে যিখিনি ষ্টুডেণ্ট টিচাৰৰ ছাপৰ্ট পাবলৈ সক্ষম নহয় বিকজ অফ চাম ৰিজন দে উইল নট গেট ছাপৰ্টেড বাই দ্য টিচাৰ্ছ তেতিয়া কি হ'ব ইণ্টাৰনেট থ্ৰুদি দে উইল কাম টু জইন দ্য টিচাৰ্ছ ইট ইজ ৰেগুলাৰ এণ্ড ছাবষ্টেণ্টিভ ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন ইজ দেয়াৰ অ'কে বিটুইন দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্টছ এণ্ড দ্য ইনষ্ট্ৰাক্টৰ কেতিয়াবা প্ৰায়ে হয় এভৰিডে হ'ব পাৰে আৰু কেতিয়াবা হয় যে ছাবষ্টেণ্টিভ কম হ'ব পাৰে আৰু হিয়াৰ information has actually given to students related to their subject matter only okay either it is not only synchronous or actually synchronous but it is either synchronous or asynchronous okay so this is the main difference of this correspondence courses and distance education okay so note down this okay next correspondence education is part of distance education in which all the course materials are given to the learners via mail or electronic means okay so that he or she can master the materials on his own pace or own actually way ঠিক আছে again in case of distance education nowadays means online education with various instructional delivery models synchronous or asynchronous using internet and tv as already I said next correspondence education relies on the self-paced learning of the student as it does not include any face-to-face interaction at all and instruction centered and not student centered one-way communication okay so correspondence education not face-to-face learning nathake teacher logot okay etu student nijor pace opor base koribo je moi kenaka pohim moi kiman time pohim mor speed ki hobo and we can say যে ইয়াত ষ্টুডেণ্ট ইনিচিয়েট ল'লেহে টিচাৰে কানেক্ট কৰিব ডেট মিনছ হোৱাট ইট ইজ নট ষ্টুডেণ্ট চেণ্টাৰ মানে কি টিচাৰ উইল ডু এভৰিথিং ফৰ দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্ট টিচাৰ উইল ইনিচিয়েট টু ইম্প্ৰুভ দ্য কোৱালিটি অফ দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্টছ টিচাৰ উইল ডু এভৰিথিং ফৰ দ্য ষ্টুডেণ্টছ ইট ইজ ওৱান ৱে কমিউনিকেশ্যন okay it is one way communication teacher will not directly come to do anything the student will take the initiative to do anything if they want to know something from the teacher for that purpose what the students need to do something the students go first to ask something to teachers therefore it is one way communication okay next on the other hand today's distance education takes advantage of ever improving first internet technology typically the instruction is delivered instantaneously via live chat in the virtual classroom so in case of distance education apart from the correspondence education ever improving very improving actually বহুত ইম্প্ৰুভমেণ্ট আছে ইয়াত কাৰণ ইয়াত কি হয় ফাষ্ট ইণ্টাৰনেট টেকনলজি এভেইলেবল আছে য'ত আমি শিকিব পাৰোঁ টিপিকেলি ইনষ্ট্ৰাকশ্যন ইজ ডেলিভাৰ্ড ইনষ্টেণ্টেনিয়াছলি via live chat in the virtual classroom এটা লাইভ chat আমি এডুকেশ্যন দিব পাৰোঁ হয়নে ঠিক আছে okay next slide online education offers a far more interactive environment than the traditional correspondence model does. In fact, the teacher and the students can have a face-to-face simultaneous interaction during live chats in virtual classroom. Although they are geographically isolated, they can have a quasi face-to-face environment enhancing academic record. It is distance education ki hoy this one distance education ki hoy je interactive environment বহুত ভাল হয় ইন একচুয়ালি আৰু ট্ৰেডিশনাল হ'ব নোৱাৰে বাট কৰেসপন্ডেন্স কোৰ্সছ কি বেলেগ হয় ওকে অনলাইন এডুকেশ্যন অফাৰ্স এ more interactive environment so here online education means distance education okay so online education offers a far more interactive environment than the traditional correspondence model does in fact the teacher and the student can have a face-to-face connection okay simultaneous interaction during live chats in virtual classroom হয় একেলগে এডুকেশ্যন একচুয়ালি লাইভ চ্যাট কৰিব পাৰে ভাৰ্চুৱেল ক্লাছৰুমত although they are geographically isolated যদিও the teachers and the students are geographically isolated হয় একেটা লোকেশনত বহি একেটা ক্লাছৰুমত নহব পাৰে but with the help of virtual classroom they can do their live chats মানে they can have a cohesive face to face environment যদিও ইহঁতে ডাইৰেক্টলি ফেচ টু ফেচ এনভাইৰমেণ্ট নাপায় চ' ফেচ টু ফেচ এনভাইৰমেণ্ট নিচাকৈ এটা কোচি মানে আমি ক'ম যে নট একজেক্টলি ফেচ টু ফেচ ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন লাইক একচুৱেলি কেম্পাছ ক্লাছেছ অৰ ক্লাছৰুম ক্লাছেছ বাট ছেইম লাইক তেনেকুৱাই ধৰণৰ এটা ক্লাছ পায় মানে এনহেন্সিং একাডেমিক ৰিগৰ যাতে ষ্টুডেণ্টছ একাডেমিকেলি ইম্প্ৰুভ হ'ব পাৰে নেক্সট ইন কেছ অফ কৰেছপণ্ডেঞ্চ এডুকেশ্যন হোৱাট উইল হেপেন লেটছ সি Correspondence education could only dream of. Correspondence education just a dream है show करियो पारे just such as discussion boards, email, instant messaging, cell phone applications, telecoms and weekly assignments. I mean just यार dreams have पारो but तेने का धरने एको online education but distance education के same न होय. Okay. Today's online education is more rigorous because the traditional correspondence education done through mail delivery. It কৈছে যে today's online education is more rigorous because the traditional correspondence education done through mail delivery fails to offer any student to student peer interaction. So at present the traditional correspondence education is not able to provide education to the students like distance education because here they are failing to offer any student to student peer interaction vital to education মানে ফ্ৰেণ্ডৰ মাজত যদি ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন নহ'ব ইট ইজ অলছ' ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ফৰ দ্য ক্লাছৰুম মানে লেট এলোন ষ্টুডেণ্টছ অফ টিচাৰ ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন টিচাৰ ষ্টুডেণ্ট বাই চান্স কেতিয়াবা ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন হয় ইজ নট ইট ইন শ্বৰ্ট কৰেছপণ্ডেণ্ট এডুকেশ্যন ইজ ষ্টেটিক আমি কি ক'ম যে কৰেছপণ্ডেঞ্চ এডুকেশ্যন ইজ ভেৰি ষ্টেটিক এণ্ড ইন কেছ অফ distance education or online education or distance education is fluid or dynamic. So the difference here that correspondence education is static and on the other hand distance education is fluid or dynamic. Okay, next sometimes correspondence education is called correspondence courses. Okay, sometimes correspondence education is called correspondence courses, extension courses, extended studies, home study, continuing education, extended studies. So we can say these are some another names of correspondence education. Similarly distance education is another name ase, that is cyber education, online education, virtual education, technology supported education, hybrid education, distributed education. Already I discussed what is distributed, what is hybrid. Okay, so here the class has end. So if you have any doubt regarding all these that then you can ask me. Okay, if you have any problem regarding